countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
Feel the thorns embrace.
Oh, right. I have to go to. I can't stay up late. Up, man. Uh, I'll play this a little bit. If you can get onto SOCOM.
So much more to see. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Oh, you have the. I think it's.
Things aren't always what they seem.
Successfully dragged you into the chasm. Hiya.
Hey.
At that.
So you gotta play XO.
Huh?
That game.
Would you play it if I got it?
I actually did do the.
I don't even have a Riot Games account. That's why I ask. It's actually a kind of serious question.
I would like. I'm not into fighters.
I mean, you are based on a pure technicality. You are, in fact, fighting en masse in this game to the point where you probably can't keep up with what's yours and what's theirs. And yet you're gonna say, well, I don't like Street Fighter. It's boring and the inputs suck. Excuse me, there's like 5,000 inputs coming at you on one screen and you're just chilling on here. When you think about it, it's kind of silly. Of course you like fighting games. Just maybe not in the way you think. You know? Anyways, how are you?
Had a really busy but back home.
Yay.
The force
I will have to mention. Oh, I got a new mouse today.
Nice. What?
It's a really big fat rodent, you know, but I tamed it and it's pretty good. He eats cheese, but he only eats Limburger. It's really strange.
So you
You
got
just-
an
you just-
actual mouse.
No, I didn't. I actually got a Steel Series
Oh,
mouse.
fix me.
Funny how well you get along with things. Maybe I should keep talking to you. We could have some really good conversations and you'd think I'm serious. No, I didn't get that kind of mouse. I got a mouse that you click and you curse. I hate you, you stupid mouse. See, it has a I'm a cursor. Yeah. Not that cursor? Well, I'm being told it's not that kind of cursor. Well, screw you.
an ally has been slain.
But yeah, Steel Series Rival 5 mouse. Unfortunately, I wanted to get one that was recommended by Consumer Reports, because if you remember, I said I had a Consumer Reports subscription. I don't know if I said that to you. But yeah, initially they did have reviews for certain computer mouses. But then I went back on Consumer Reports to type out computer mouses again, and they said they didn't have any reviews for me, which was perplexing. I was like, but you literally just showed me a whole list. I even put one down. I still haven't memorized, but it's only like available on Amazon, and I don't really feel like getting it. But then they went and reset all their reviews, which is weird because I typed computer monitors up, and all those seem to be the same. I was like, what's going on here? Are they resetting everything for 2026? Or are they simply not reviewing them right now? And I was like, I don't know.
What they see.
Anyways, I got this Steel Series Rival 5. It's pretty good. The cord, you know, the cord that fills that that you use to plug the USB in. It's like a super mesh. It's like really comfy. But I mean, nobody talks about that. Only I do because I'm crazy. But it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know what the ratings would be in Consumer Reports, but I'm happy with it. It's LED.
Has been slain.
Yeah.
And then IGN says it's like the best mouse for gaming, so I feel like that might stand for something, you know. But whatever. Oh, also, Hackpack.
Halfback.
We are I don't think I told you this, but we just underwent more than just an update. It's almost like I did the biggest reset post-production recently. Like usually I don't make really big changes when my staff ghost team is busy working on stuff, but every so often I'll come up with new rules that seem reasonable for Hackpack. But it just so happens that there's so many. Every other day I come up with a new rule that seems, you know, feasible. These aren't just bad rules that I put up for the sake of it. These are actual good rules that most packs should adhere to. Like, and so one of them was it was just completely, blatantly wrong. And I wanted to at least address it. And one of them was, I asked my moderating panel this question, and everybody said yes. Everybody said yes, but there's not a single person that said no. It has 14 votes, and 0 that said no. So, here's the question. Should retro tracks in Hack Pack be subjected to the same rules as non-retros? Basically what that means for Hack Pack is that there's 3 tracks. In order to make a category in Hack Pack, the category has to have 3 tracks and no more than 5. That's the main game. So basically, at the time, the Crash Bandicoot series had about 12 tracks. Fortunately, it was easy to not remove any from that game because they were all from 3 different games, so we didn't have to remove all of those. But this was still one of the biggest changes that Hack Pack had to go through. Everybody said yes, but it came at almost great cost, because now we had like 20, almost 30 tracks that had to be removed.
Yeah.
Replaced. And this was the very first major change since staff ghosting became a thing. We're still in the staff ghost phase, and we're going to be in the staff ghost phase long after Hack Pack's released, because people are taking their time making staff ghosts, such as yourself and others, and we're not really rushing that. And even if Hack Pack gets released, don't worry, the ghosts are not going to be implemented until all of them get in.
Sure.
That might be a whole another year before that even happens. Or it might never happen, which is okay too.
Yeah, I tried Burn. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that because I know you don't care.
What's that? What's that again?
I tried burning the my disk for different things, but it always like splits the ISO. The game's just big.
Fair enough. I could give you mine.
Nah, I don't want you
Dude, we're already in trouble. Don't even go there. I'm dead serious. Don't even go there. Probably shouldn't even be talking about that, but honestly, it's not anybody's business how you get it, how you get the tracks or whatever. And I'm gonna be making it a rule that you never ask how to get it, and you don't tell people how you get it. But if you really, really, really want to play Hack Pack, you're gonna have to have a degree of unethicalness about you in this day and age. So when I say whatever, if you want to play Hack Pack and you won't stop nothing, by any means necessary, go for it. But don't tell anybody. It's one of those things. Like, I don't and believe me when I say this, I don't revel. I'm pretty sure you probably, without me ever telling you, I'm pretty sure you know how I'm gonna be setting up Hack Pack and how I got my stuff. However, just letting you know, shut up.
Same with SOCOM.
We're not necessarily proud of it, but it sure beats the hell out of, jailbreaking a Wii. That thing is not gonna happen. It's not hard. It's certainly not the hardest thing in the world to do, to jailbreak the Wii, but my goodness, I would never go back to doing that ever again. That thing is it's too many steps. And then, what if you get the wrong hardware? And then you use the wrong tutorial, and you kill red wire when you're supposed to kill the blue. You know? It's like, no! No! And then you can never use it again. And then you break your Wii and your computer and your DVD player and your VHS recorder. Yeah, we're not. Wow, I just named like
An enemy
multiple ancient level technologies. VHS recorder? Who uses that anymore? You probably don't even know what that is.
It's just, I know. I actually have one. Oh,
I used to have one way back in the day. I mean, I even watched. I had one, and I feel pretty cool. I feel like I'm a cool guy for having such things. But I actually, you remember the Dragon Ball Z movie, The Return of Cooler? I had that on VHS. That movie was pretty good. I watch all the Disney classics. I used to think that Disney in the 90s was peak animation. I will never say that anymore. The last couple years, I found out that Disney is not at all innocent. Not even remotely.
the forest.
Yeah, you probably know it too.
big.
An enemy is legendary.
Art.
Actually was talking to a coworker.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I used to. But then I was on TikTok. Just before I left there, I was watching these videos on how Disney in the 90s and all that ran an experiment with their movies to hide things in plain sight.
An enemy is dominated.
Basically, a lot of their movies
Has been destroyed.
were like that.
Yeah.
If you want to hide something, you gotta hide it in plain sight. Hi, Rusty. I hope your gaming is not like your actual name, because I know mine is.
Gaming, what up? Let's play so.
He's so complacent. So complacent. Okay, I'll stop there. Bye.
Remember when I mentioned that I think we should get the our Wii community to do apps on?
They'll come custom maps. I don't know if their skills can reach that. Maybe some of the battle arenas would make really good stages. Imagine nuking people on Block Plaza. But probably not Funky Stadium, because Funky Stadium's way too open. That would not be a fun place.
Things aren't always what they
My gaming is worse than my name. Get out of here. I can't listen to somebody who's Emerald and I don't even have a rank on LOL. If Cubic Zirconium was a rank in League, that'd be mine. Actually, that would be infinitely better than the rank I would have when I start.
Yeah. Great.
beneath the soil.
Not just playing game.
Our seasons are reversed. My spring, your fall. Your
Yeah,
has been destroyed.
Oh, I think our Thresh gave up. My Thresh gave up.
Anyways, this new update will have like 40 tracks removed. Absolute insanity.
Gotta add in mushroom.
Oh no.
Turret has been destroyed.
Nope. Never. I'm not gonna. Don't put garbage in my pack.
Being
Yeah.
Defeat.
Like the pizzas and everything. The most. It's the biggest track in existence. It's in so many packs. It is not an underdog. It never was. It never will be. It will never be in Hack Pack. And I mean, starting with this version and forevermore, it will never be in. Period.
getting random ads on.
Let me friend request you, just so I could cancel it.
Honey Bunny. Probably some guy.
You heed your last haw.
Cyber. Go.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
No, I just went in the waiting room for a second and just came back. Where's that whatsoever?
Oh, hey, Rusty, you missed the joke I had with Philly. I had a black screen, so I just said I was hiding my Zorn. That's a good.
And me being the culture, me being the pervert that I always am, not really, but let's just go with it. I was like, oh! I was like, oh! Well, not the Zorn I was thinking of. Thank goodness.
You're a brute. I think you eat Thor. Magical.
He was watching Zorn. How lewd.
This is the Zorn I'm. Okay. My dad wants me to buy a book, a D&D, probably sells for like $dollars now.
Lowball them, lowball them, and then double it and give it to the next person.
I have 3 out of the books. Last one's fair. this game.
Things aren't
What's up,
always
is-
what they seem.
He is, in fact, the best gamer ever.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Look at that, my mods are on.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Minions have spawned.
Including the least important one. Oh, I don't know. He likes to talk a lot. In fact, you might even be hearing auditory hallucinations because of that moderator right now.
I have a mod for Dynamite. Few of them from one from Market Week, one from SOCOM.
Such a busy world. The forest holds many surprises. Take careful steps.
Are you watching the Ultimate game?
First blood. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Bro,
An ally has been slain.
bros, nice.
Part of the winter games I'm interested in is the questionable and probably incredibly nuanced game of Luge.
Enemy has been slain.
Actually, maybe nuance is not the word I'm looking for, because that means characterized by subtle shades of meaning or expression. I don't know. I don't know if that's the right word for that sport. Luge. Anybody ever heard of Luge? Luge Olympics. Problem with that sport
Where are your friends?
Enemy killing spree.
is wondering, how do you know you're good at it? Has anybody seen Luge? It looks like if you know you're good at it, it's probably like one of the best sports ever. Because I'm looking at a clip of this guy doing Luge, and it's looking like he's going down the rink like a cannonball.
An enemy.
Oh my god, that's Soraka! That's so fun. Yeah, I never heard of
Luge, it looks. Found out about it a few years ago, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my sport. Don't care. Give me some snow, and I'll take off like a rocket."
An enemy has been slain.
That'll look like a lot of fun. Luge! Luge! Check it out.
Wait until
Of course, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I like baseball, I like football, basketball," and then there's me. Yeah, I like luge.
it.
But they just look at me like I have 3 heads. Something.
A promising garden.
An ally has been slain.
And oh, we
Huh?
said
Moo!
no.
I'll replace that person. I'll
I'm
be
gonna-
the moo.
I still talk to him. Hasn't been on.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Surprises.
Toad's Turnpike that I actually won.
Take careful steps.
The one I might want a meaningful Toad's Turnpike, and I can't even get it because everybody makes their own thing. Now, I'm trying to tune you out. No, I don't know.
Oh,
None will escape my grasp.
yeah, that I won. Pretty close. I had.
Harmless flower. Come closer.
Bill. Yeah, we had to get out today when our water was acting up again. The apartment's water. Some people weren't getting hot water, so we went out just to get out.
An enemy
That's
has been
why I
slain.
ended up going to like Barnes and Nobles and Best Buy.
You went green. I got back.
It might become easier to well, you still have to get the WBFS or ISO things, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But
I won't. I just,
it'll become easier to do stuff once Hackpack eats its own test pack, which will probably happen in the months to come, because I thought that just getting the new PC would make me set, but it's not. It's not set.
I really want to make those ghosts.
A
Dream that.
promising garden.
Make sure I'm doing.
You're being Rusty's asking if this is platinum.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw the message. You were talking.
Hey, I can be attentive. I'm not stupid. I'm attentive to the needs of the chat. I'm attentive to ignoring them altogether and not caring about wherever they live or die. But you know. How dark.
I'm trying not to interrupt people. I tend to.
Same. And then when they're in the middle of talking, I always love, interrupting them. Because that is so important to me. Oh, you were gonna say something? Not anymore. I'm here.
It's like, okay, as soon as these people like are done talking,
You'll forget what you had to say anyway.
and then that, but also it's like, okay, now my turn. But then they start talking again. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I hate that. And then they have the audacity to tell me that I'm interrupting them. Hey, you gave me like a 5-second opportunity to talk.
Venture off the beaten path.
Hate that. But you know, we try to be nice, you know, and civil.
Killing spree.
I just heard my echo.
Oh, yeah, I actually put it on.
Whatever.
The harvest is upon us.
I just wanted to see if Zilly was.
Come closer.
Meh.
Zilly tends to. Yeah. Maybe like. It's lagging pretty bad.
What?
You see if I'm getting
Always what they seem.
spikes. I'm getting no frame drops, so it might be your internet. I'm getting
It's your fault. It's your fault. Get out.
either that or my stream is just
Double kill.
60 frames. Oh, it's the rock. You have shitty weather? Well, so does that mean you have satellite
Your
internet?
turret has been destroyed. Godlike.
Promising garden.
Satellite internet definitely adds in the. I never had internet problems with crappy weather. Have you ever had that, Phil?
Yeah.
Such a
An
big
ally
Back when I had AT&T specifically, I had a lot of those. AT&T was the worst. I'll never go back to that place.
has slain an enemy.
But that felt like it's been ages ago, like a decade, a little bit more than a decade ago, and when I had that place. Then eventually Spectrum came around and I never had that problem again. And then for a little bit I had Armstrong and that was the best, but that was only in a certain area.
Take careful steps.
And then once I got back into my typical neighborhood, they no longer,
An ally
Armstrong was no longer supported. That was awful.
Choke the life from them.
An ally has been slain.
The beaten path.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Come closer.
Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Talked to my friend about our trip this year. In a couple months, we'll get to go to Columbus. So today we talked a little bit more in depth about that trip. I am going. Oh, by the way, there's this one
Waiting
Uh,
for my seed.
track that I want to get removed from the retro track lineup that
Your turret has been destroyed.
was made by someone who doesn't really specialize in retros. So I got rid of the track and replaced it with a retro from somebody who actually does retros more often.
A promising garden.
The track I removed was a track by Cats for Life, and it was N64 Luigi Raceway. Probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of a hack pack track. At least I don't think so. I don't dislike the track, but it's just not something
Enemy double
that
kill.
feels very hack packy, I guess. So I changed it up and replaced it with N64 Yoshi Valley. The one that's based off of Mario Kart 8. Kart 8. Pretty good. Bit bright though, but it's good. It's good. I almost was gonna go for Banshee Boardwalk, but there was one particular version I wanted, but it was pretty much in like every single pack that mattered. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. Moo! Hey,
So,
Jammin' Jothos. Jamboree Jothos. Jabroni Jothos. Big old jabroni. Whenever I get crappy weather, I get crappy parents. Wait, what? Crappy parents?
back night.
Not gonna happen. That's way too many packs. Actually, let me go. Let me see how many packs the thing is in.
Mostly.
An enemy has been slain.
28 packs. It's in 28 custom track history. That's more than what I can allow. I made this is an absolute rule. If it's in more than 25, forget it. It doesn't matter what the track is, it's gone. I'm not gonna accept it. Ever again. The problem with Punch City, there's a rule. I'm not going to accept any tracks with troll cannons.
Oh yeah, you
Has destroyed a turret.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Punch City #1 is guilty of that one. And there has not been a proper remake of the original Punch City at all. some people might say there was, but no, there wasn't. And then some people bring it upon themselves to, instead of calling it Punch City, they might call it Punch City 2 or 3 or 4. And I don't want those. I want Punch City 1. Okay? So, if you advertise it to me as Punch City 4, I'm not accepting it because I want Punch City 1, 2, and 3 before I accept Punch City 4. I had to turn down quite a few tracks because of that stupid roll. But you know, I want direction. I want consistency across the board. You know? Moo. Moo!
Does Shadow still make maps, or
Not really, no. Not that I know of. He probably made one in the last 5 years. Let me go see. Let me see what he made. Flooded Station Square is old. Volcanic Wasteland, that's ancient. Windmill Isle, it's
The forest
old.
holds many
There's Volcanic Pipe Yard. The last update Volcanic Pipe Yard got was sometime in 2014. Good cripies. My goodness. Abyssal Ruins. When was the last time this was updated? 2020. Fixed ramp collision. He made 3 fixes to the track in 2020. Interesting. Next, Windmill Village.
I think that was it.
It is. I think it still is, anyways. Version. There was one update in 2020. Well, he's not as bad as I thought he was, because I thought he might have been gone before that, but whatever. Infernal Pipe Yard. Somebody did attempt to remake this. Yeah. Echo made 3 changes to it 2 years ago. And it was called Inferni Umbri. And it looks fantastic, by the way. It looked really nice. Well, it doesn't look nice. It looks like hell. It literally looks like you went straight to hell in that track. It looks crazy. But yeah, they did make an update to that in 2024. Sky Shrine. The last update was in 2024 when Toadette Hackfan lowered the texture sizes. But other than that, it didn't get an update for 8 years. Crazy. Codename Life. At one point, Codename Life was the only track that I actually never looked at before. There was a point in my life when I had seen every single custom track ever. And I think that one was like one of the last ones I didn't look at. This was several years ago.
so much more.
Maybe a little bit more than 5. And I think somebody was I knew it was off, by the way. So it wasn't like I was missing out on anything. I knew it was bad. It's basically a straight line.
A promise.
It's like, I don't know if you remember the track Desert Bus, but think about that, but it's a lot short.
Desert. Oh, yeah, right. Somebody made Desert Bump.
That track,
Yeah, add that in.
no.
Such a busy one.
But yeah, Codename Life was bad.
Come on,
Cherry
man.
Blossom Cherry Blossom Garden. The last update to that one was 2021. Hey, I'm really I'm going in depth with your question. I wonder if he's still active. He's not, but I just wanted to see. Actually, these updates from 2020 and 2021 weren't even made by him. They were made by FJ Bryant. Whatever. The last update he did to Chaos did to this one was in 2019. When he overhauled it. Abandoned Boardwalk. This one was made in 2019 with the last update made in 2020. I think I did have Abandoned Boardwalk in Hackpack, but I don't think I have it in now. It's in too much. It's in too many packs. Okay. Luma Park. This is probably one of his newest ones. Not that it's particularly new. It was made in 2020. I was thinking about putting this in, but we decided. I asked Kanto, and we both agreed that it's probably not for Hackback. Oh, and by the way, Chaos Shadow's on my blacklist for Hackback. He's not going to get any of his tracks in. Yes, I actually made a blacklist. Celestial Ruins made it last updated in 2020 by him. Okay, cool. Next, Beta Tester Circuit. This one's a joke track. He made it in 2021. The beta tester circuit is to it's basically making fun of the track testing team of CTGP. It's filled with like a bunch of signs, bean corners, and then when you first see the track, like the thumbnail says, and I kid you not, it says this: track is surrounded by water, just so you know. It's a joke track, so I'm never gonna put that in. Headlong Skyway, that one's ancient. Last updated in 2015 by me. Wow!
Wow, I got a Quadra alt.
He did his own Pipe Underworld. Yeah. Last thing he did was 2015 on that track. Whatever. Halado Mountain. Halado Mountain with fire. Fire! Last update was in 2014 by Xeno. And Haunted Woods. He did his own Haunted Woods. That what the.
Wait until my
It was. He started working on that track in 2015 and then got it finished in 2021. I almost was gonna put it in Hackpack, but then I realized I really don't want these kind of tracks. Because originally they weren't underdogs, so it wouldn't be right to put them in if they've already, been done before. Like if it's a remake of something that was already popular, then why put it in? It was never an underdog to begin with. Then he has a bunch of retros. Well, so basically, to answer your question, he's not been particularly active. He has not been particularly active these last few years. Who else? Who else you want to find out about? I think there is one person who kind of replaced him in the scene, but I think she is also gone. Her name is Renegade Ciara.
Oh,
That name.
An ally has been slain.
She took over his spot, I guess you could say.
Jane.
Promising garden.
You mean Blue Shadow?
Jane. Yeah, he's gone.
She did Cherry Blossom Garden, Helado Mountain. She did Sparkly Road. By the way, Sparkly Road looks fantastic. That track is just beautiful. Abandoned Boardwalk, Lava Road, and Luma Park.
Where are your friends?
It was one of the rules that I did state that we would
Unstoppable.
that I would not. What do I want to say? Well, in any event, it doesn't really matter. I've decided the rule was a little bit unreasonable, so I'm not going to do it. One of the rules that I had in Hackpack stated that we don't want to have tracks in Hackpack that are basically visual powerhouses or overly competitive. The problem with that rule, can you guess what the problem with that rule is?
Because
Your team has
Tracks
destroyed
out.
a turret.
we're really modern, like Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of been past that point since 2015 and beyond, really, when you think about it. We've been long past that point for a long time. But my answer to that is that it's hard to enforce a rule like that because the real question today is what isn't a visual powerhouse?
An ally has been
Because that could be interpreted differently to many people. And just asking the question, does this truck look like an underdog? Well, it can look like an underdog and never get the representation it deserves until years pass. And so, in order for tracks to be viewed as underdog, they could be visual powerhouses and still be underdog. So I can no longer reject things if they're visual powerhouses. That's why there's this one track, I'm gonna send it to you. This track is absolutely gorgeous, and it will probably be the pinnacle of custom track of greatness for years to come. In any event, it's still nonetheless considered an underdog because 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in 7 different custom track packs right now.
Yeah.
But I no longer cannot be. I don't know if I showed you this track. At first, I accepted it, thinking, yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks of all time right now. This is like a visual juggernaut. And then I was like, we don't want. Then I turned away and said, no, we're not accepting tracks that are visually stupendous. So I got rid of it. And now I'm beginning to realize that is the stupidest reason to reject a track. Because unless it's in 25 different packs, I mean, I'm going to put it in. And I should. You know, nothing should stop me unless it's a legitimate enough reason. And there's really no... This track is too nice to not put in. So I'm going to... And I'm going through a reset right now where a lot of tracks have been removed. So this is the perfect opportunity for me to, you know, put it back in.
Enemy rampage.
Spring, your fall.
Just make sure that my futuristic category is still good. Yeah, we're good. Alta Pioco will be coming back. You should, when you're done with your match, you should look at that track. It will be
Enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
this generation's Halogen Highway, if not more so than Halogen Highway ever was. I actually have Halogen Highway on my wish list.
Ally has been slain.
Actually have ways that I think it could be improved. You're probably thinking I'm crazy. I can assure you, I probably am crazy. But I'm crazy enough to see an improvement for that track because after 12 years, it can use some changes. For example, the boost section leading into the tunnel is horrendous. I hate it. It's RNG, it's ridiculous, and it should be removed. Also, when you're approaching the tunnel section, my problem with that section is that instead of going through the center, you're forced to go either left or right. But there's no way to go through the center because you either get into a fall boundary or you get stuck. I forgot which one. So open that entire area up, give us shortcuts, and make it a little bit more engaging to play. Because there's no shortcuts in that track. There are 0 shortcuts on Halogen Highway, and yet people praise it as the greatest custom track that Jesus blessed us with. I'm like, shut up. The greatest custom track that Jesus blessed. Oh, shut up. Big Otto's not that great. He's not the custom track messiah. The track has problems, and you'd be blind to say that there isn't any. And then when you get into the tunnel section, I had the idea of having it be like a multi-layer highway system where one lane will give you like a big shortcut that lets you bypass the rest of the track. And then there would be like another middle lane that is like the regular lane. and then there'd be another lane that's probably faster than both of them, but have like Toad's Turnpike style traffic that goes bleedingly fast. And it would all be underground, and all three of those lanes would be underground, and you could just pick whichever one you want. But there'll be like an indication. If you want to use this lane, you need shrooms. If you want to use this lane, you're good. You can just go down it with, however. And then the other one would be like, the other lane would be like a warning, fast lane. Drive at your own risk.
Double kill.
Then instead of starting your race on a raised platform, you would start where the highway starts, but you would be like redirected into the main thoroughfare afterward. What do you think of that? Do you think that might make the trek a little bit more enjoyable?
I'm kind of. I'm sort of focused on this.
It's okay.
I didn't even. Yeah, I was in a.
You I might have to explain it again after you're zoned out. But it's... I can assure you it's a good idea.
Unfortunately, you have to explain that whole sentence.
Oh, that's fine.
Take care.
Yeah, usually I can listen while I'm playing this, but game's like almost like 40 minutes. Yeah, game's tough.
Venture off the beaten path.
Did you hear that?
No.
Big burp. What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with mine? My... Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I'll probably start explaining the trek to you once you actually watch the video. I think that might be the best idea.
Yeah, it'd be.
In any of... Huh? You lost? What's wrong with you, boy? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Your enemy just took a poo! Your enemy just took a poo! Yeah! Travis, what's wrong with you? Go watch that video. Go watch the track. No! Or don't. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a multi-tier champion brawl or whatever. It sounds like it might be. I don't know how League of Legends works.
Hey. There's 1,320.
In the year 2325, a millennium after. Yeah. It's lore.
Is that a wire fighter from Melee?
Probably. It probably is. So, I used to think that if a track is a visual powerhouse, there was a brief moment in time in Hackpack's history, post-production, like within the last few months, that I thought we shouldn't have tracks that are visual powerhouses because that's not Hackpack's mission. We're not trying to get the best of the best, which is, I guess, true to an extent. But there's certain things that, could be inexcusable, Like if a track meets most of the requirements, they should be put in Hackpack. With that being said, this track, Alta Pioco, I don't know how to say it, so you're just gonna have to deal with my horrible pronunciation potentially. This track is currently in 7 custom track distributions. 7. So I very easily could have put this in earlier and never removed it. Like, ever. Then I made this stupid rule that if this track is a visual powerhouse, it should not be in Hackpack. Yeah, that's BS. Let's just call it out for it. That's absolute BS. First off, a track that's a visual powerhouse can vary from person to person. And also, what do I want to say here? It's not really a valid reason to reject the track. It's hard to enforce that rule, to be precise. And I've probably violated that rule on way more than one occasion. There are a lot of good looking tracks that I think people would look at and say that it's a visual powerhouse and not know any better, So I was like, okay, we're gonna put this in. We're not gonna get rid of it this time.
Oh, what?
Anyways,
Yeah, so you don't want so many tracks from. Also, hey Rusty, oh, you don't know what movie?
it sounds like somebody dragged you along and you're like, okay, sure, but you're paying for my popcorn.
Oh, I hope it's gonna be Basket.
What, the movie?
Not so bad. I don't know.
Well, if you're talking about the anime, Fruits Basket anime is awesome. That should not be slept on. But I don't know if they made a movie.
Yeah, they made a movie. I went to it. I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even have a lover.
Well, I don't have a lover, and I'd be darned if I did. And Fruits Basket is in my top 25. You don't have to be a lover to appreciate fine art. Fruits Basket, people who look at it through that lens won't understand just how amazing that series is. It's like one of the best anime to ever come out. Oh, my poll's done. And of course, 14 people say yes. It's basically unanimous. Everybody wanted to have the retro tracks be subjected to the same rules that custom tracks are. I would have, if anybody were to say no to it, I would have had to tell them why saying no would probably be the worst vote of your life. Oh, did I mention I got a new mouse? I probably did.
Yeah, you. That's the bad. Oh,
Okay.
I was thinking that was you, Rusty. On.
Did I also tell you I got a new controller?
Which?
For my PC.
Oh, oh, you did not say that.
Yeah, I got a USB GameCube controller. I haven't had a GameCube controller in a long time, so I was like, this looks pretty good. Where your clothes at? No, just kidding. Oh, this is pretty good. Where your clothes at?
To Summoner's Rift.
That meme. Never mind. I don't know that meme. I don't even know what the meme's origin is.
Minions have spawned.
A promising garden.
Game loop.
Come closer.
Bears.
Okay, some of the new tracks that aren't retros. What did I end up putting in here? Oh! I accepted the newest version of Sunset Forest. Somebody made one recently, so I decided to put it in. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that. That was popular.
And
it's like
this one,
pounds.
and they were huge.
Yeah, it was
Was-
orange.
All those huge mushrooms are still on this track, as big as ever.
That's ending.
Yeah, but at least it was unique. You know,
Yeah.
that and Mushroom Valley. That and Mushroom Valley were the Valley of the Big Shroom. Let's just call it that. We're gonna call it Valley of the Big Shroom. That sounds so much more majestic. Maybe I should make one. Make a Mushroom Valley edit and call it Valley of the Big Shroom. Part 1. Corpulent Kanoko. Corpulent Kanoko? Oh, that sounds like a 5-part miniseries right there. You said you made a grammar typo, Jalfos. You said it's your lost brother when you meant to say it's your lost brother.
My friend proves itself.
Also, I failed to mention it earlier, but I'll say it now. I will not tolerate any Fruits Basket slander.
But I didn't say it.
And, I'm just, I felt the need to say it because it's in my top 25. It really is that good. And
Has been slain.
everybody ask, the newer version is infinitely better than the older one. Because the older one did not fit, like, I only watched the anime, and I already knew when the old one stopped its episodes, I knew that eventually, down the road, there'd have to be a new one. There had to be. No exception. But I had somehow that maybe they'll just wait. Because by the time I started watching the first Fruits Basket, I think it was already a few years after the events of like there wasn't anything coming out after I finished it, in other words. Unlike today, I basically watched everything, so all that there is left is to catch up. Back then, I was still watching stuff, like, in advance. But in the case of Fruits Basket, as far as the anime went, I watched it and then there was nothing. And it was already like a year or so after it ended, so I just had to wait. Potentially indefinitely, you know what I mean? was one of those situations. Kind of weird. Monkey. I kind of like how my server is this big 500-person server, and yet if I want to have like a private call, I don't even have to call you on a private line on Discord. I could just throw you in my Discord server and we could just chat and not have to worry that it'll be inundated with like 20 people.
Yeah.
So I like my server. And another thing about my server is like if I want people to come on the voice chat, it's never gonna be like inundated. But then I can still brag to people and say, hey, I got 500 members on my chat. But honestly, not even 1% of that 500 actually talk. So imagine it's like, there's not even 5 people chatting at any given time. I love my server. It is so dead, but we have a lot of members. Just wait. They're waiting for the hack pack. Because once I put the QR code for the hack pack server into the pack, just watch. The server's gonna go bananas. And there's still gonna be like 5 active people chatting. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, because I thought that people would be doing this more often now, but it seems like it's not a big trending thing, like advertising your Discord server right there in the pack. Like nobody does that. I even told, I don't know if you know Mayro SMM, or just Mayro, also known as Nuo Cart. Well, she said she's never thought about that, like at all. This is a veteran of many years. They made their own packs and everything. Like nobody, this is something that nobody has ever thought of. And I was like, I wish I thought of this when I first made Hackback. You know, a direct access to the Skype server, because it used to be on Skype. But of course, that would probably have been a terrible idea because in the Skype days, having 100 people on your chat was a big deal. Like, it was a huge deal. And it was such a big deal that we couldn't possibly actually handle that many people in the server. I had a Skype chat with 100 people, and Atlas, like one of the top modders even to this day, I got him to do some pretty dumb stuff on there. I actually asked him to force a Skype call on the server. That was hilarious. It was so bad. I think my whole computer froze for like 15 to 30 minutes.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I remember it was Skype, Ventrilo.
We had at one point we were using, when I was playing RuneScape, I was in a clan and they were using TeamSpeak. That one was really
I remember TeamSpeak, actually.
That was back in the time when Glory and Gold, the Glory and Gold clan was pretty big back then. That was about 10 years ago in RuneScape. He was a big streamer. Like, in order for you to understand how big this guy was, he was, at that particular time, he was embroiled in a controversy so big that Keemstar was reporting on it. And if you know anything about Keemstar, you know that he don't deal with small-time drama. This was big.
I remember that.
And right at the heart of it, while I was on the Glory and Gold clan, something happened. Something really bad happened. Like this could have been this legit could have been a big scandal. So there was allegations that Glory and Gold was misbehaving, and it was bad.
Venture.
And I decided to join the opponent's cause because it didn't seem like they were lying. Like one of the people that was targeted was really genuinely crying because of abuse. And so I joined a clan called X Glory and Gold for a little bit. I think that kind of sullied my experience permanently with clans after that. I never went back into it after that. I might have been a part of another clan after that, but honestly, that whole experience just kind of rubbed me the wrong way with clans. I mean, you couldn't blame me, right? But during that time, they were using team. But all I wanted to say is, during that time, that was when TeamSpeak was being used. And I think that was just a little bit before Discord blew up. We were using TeamSpeak, but I feel like more people use Discord now. It's been 10 years, I think people have moved on from like TeamSpeak. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, that was my introduction to TeamSpeak, and it's not fabulous, but it is whatever.
Things aren't
Sure, my
always
first
what
big
they
stream.
seem.
Say that again. Who was it?
Siglomet.
Never heard.
Super Mario 60 speedrun. 11? 12?
Just a harmless flower.
Being
Godlike.
Who is your introduction to Mario Kart Wii?
Wait until my
Who introduced you? And I don't mean like directly introduced you, but you found their channel and you're like, oh, I like this. What's this all about? For me, go ahead.
For me, I think I was just looking at my Google. Oh, Mario Kart Wii. And on TTGP, and that's how I got introduced. I didn't fan on.
Probably my intro to custom tracks, I was looking for shortcuts because I didn't want to just be another guy playing Mario Kart. This was 2013, so I looked up shortcuts, and that's how I found out about custom tracks. I was like, I don't know none of these. What is this? I was very much interested, so that's how I found. I don't know who it was specifically, like whose video it was, but it was a shortcut compilation. But I was kind of perturbed that most of them required like manual drift. Nowadays, that's a non-issue because I think I'm good with manual drift now, as opposed to back then. As opposed to automatic. Automatic is for starting out, but if you want to unlock everything, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you've never used automatic before, you cannot unlock everything with automatic. It's actually literally impossible. And I don't say that, reluctantly. I mean that. It is impossible to unlock everything in Mario Kart Wii with automatic. So I knew instinctively I'm gonna need to grit my teeth and learn this, whether I like it or not. And then that is what made me realize that it's more than just match controls. You have to think, man. It's a thought. It's an active thought process. For some people, it came naturally. For me, I had to learn it.
Yeah, it took me a while. It actually took me a while to manual. It took me 50 games.
So you have to look at each and every turn. I almost got my brother to do manual, and I told him this was just before Mario Kart 8 came out for the Wii U. I almost got him to successfully do manual, and then that got released, and he became a scrub again. But if he wanted to learn manual, I could probably get him on the. I could probably get him go back into manual all over again if I wanted to. And I told him, you have to think manual. Look at that turn and try to understand how you're going to do manual in that turn, and then do it. Visualize it first and then do it. It's really not that hard. It's truly not that hard. It might take a bit of getting used to though. Like there's this one person I know. I don't know if you know Brandon. His name's very generic. It's Video Gamer 54321. That's literally his Twitch name. But he admitted only recently he learned, but he said, I've been using automatic for like 17 years. I wish I knew how to do manual sooner.
Just a harmless
Because he was doing his standby was Peach on the Sneakster, which isn't. I mean, it's manual or automatic. It's not a bad combo at all. But it is pretty satisfying once you learn manual. In fact, it might be harder to go back to automatic once you've gotten manual down.
I think there's like a few vehicles that actually has worked. And very.
I think one of I think Jet Setter and Spear would probably be the best for it. Victory! Ooh, cat ears. Meow.
Actually, I actually do have Foxy. Halloween. I have like 2. I got
Monkey. no. Neat. I didn't even know that one. No.
Alright, I'm back.
Back up front, working on I'm working on my itinerary. Yeah, working on my itinerary. And then I noticed something while I was waiting for you on Discord. I went to my user settings and then connections. And then right there on the top it says add accounts to your profile. There's an arrow that says view more. And I found this one that says, in that list, it says domain. And then that's when I realized you could put your own website there if you want to. Like, that is cool. I didn't even know about that. Now, if this was a few years ago, I would have put it on the Hackpack website, but no, I gotta be a big old dumpy doom. Didn't even think about that. monkey. Anyways, my so my Columbus itinerary so far, 7 a.m. Pickup time. Take a break somewhere in between our place in Columbus. Then 10 a.m. This is pending. I'm not sure if we're gonna actually go here. 10 a.m. We should arrive at our destination, which could be maybe IKEA in Polaris. Polaris in Columbus.
My
And
character
then
is ready,
Del
even
Taco.
if you are not.
Getting my authentic taco fix there. But I'm gonna try not to eat too much because I don't want my dinner to be spoiled, if you know what I mean. The unfortunate thing about my eating habits is that with the company that I'm keeping, my metabolism burns faster than probably everybody there.
Feel the thorns embrace.
So that means it's essential, really, for me to have a couple breaks in between, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody else doesn't have that problem. Yes, I'm labeling it as a problem because I'm gonna need multiple breaks for food. Cause I'm hungry! I'm so hungry I can eat a horse, but I'm gonna be at Del Taco, and as far as I know, they're not Taco Bell. They do not serve horse meat. I had to say it. So IKEA in Polaris, maybe lunch then. Lunch at Del Taco. Then we go to a half-price Books. And then we go to this mall called Polaris Fashion Place. Now, most malls, except for yours, because you got that stupid mall that's bigger than life itself. Most malls don't have the lineup that this Polaris has. There's a Saks Fifth Avenue. There is Von Mar. I mean, just the name should tell you just how cheap this place is. Not. Von Mar is expensive. So is Saks Fifth Avenue. Those are not budget-friendly places. Not that malls are, but you know. I don't know. Crystal Rose Zyra. Well, she does certainly look pretty.
I'm sorry.
As much as I like Fruits Basket, don't disrespect Zyra like that. They aren't that. She's way more prettier than that.
Wait until my seeds take root.
You didn't think I'd say that, did you?
Yeah, man.
As much as I like Fruits Basket, there's nobody on the level of a goddess. Okay,
Welcome to Summoner's
get that for your
Rift.
thick skull. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, somebody who has no.
Minions have spawned.
I like to ask these questions because I'm weird. Okay. I asked my friend who lives in California and knows nothing about what happens in Ohio. Knows nothing about the restaurants, knows nothing about any of the places that we're going to. I still asked her, where should I go on this trip? with no frame of reference, no idea what's there, nothing. And she told me P.F. Chang's, which was not a bad choice at all. If only it wasn't 30 minutes away.
I haven't heard
Would have
of it.
been great. Huh?
I haven't heard of it. I don't think we have one.
In most places, you might not have a restaurant of P.F. Chang's, but you might have P.F. Chang's at your grocery store. Because they do that. I suggest a Mongolian beef, by the way. I mean, if you're okay with enough salt to kill a man, that place, P.F. Chang's does make some good stuff like that. There's enough concentrated salt in there to kill a man. Or two. You won't have to worry that he isn't being preserved well, because he will be preserved very well with the amount of salt that is in any of P.F. Chang's things. Yeah.
So much more.
But yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. You who have no idea, absolutely no idea what's in this area. Where should I go?
Lunch, dinner, or
Yeah, lunch, dinner. Hell, eat breakfast. I don't care.
we have this buffet called Famous Buffet. Good,
Could do. Yeah, you give me some good ideas. We could do a buffet. I was actually thinking of one of those Brazilian steakhouses. With all the cuts where they come up to your table and say, "Would you like some Brazilian beef?" And it's really expensive. There's this one place called Fogo de Chao in that area, and they have lots of nice cuts of Brazilian churrasco beef. Real manly buffet. But it's like $75 a person. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. But I did save up a lot of money for this trip, and I could, if I wanted, I could splurge for the group. Flex my financial muscle. I got the money. It's on me today, bub. Just don't drink too much wine. But flex on my fam. I don't get to do that very often, but when I can, I feel like I'm that guy from Dos Equis. Cracking inside jokes with total strangers. To me, what else? Where else? Give me some ideas. Even if they're not restaurants in the area, you could inadvertently give me a real
Olive Garden. I like all. Oh. I disconnected. Oh, Oh, I disconnected. I'm back.
Oh, you didn't hear me say the name of a questionable restaurant, did you?
No, because it disconnected as soon as you stopped talking.
Yes! Yes! He did not hear the restaurant I mentioned. Good.
I was gonna say Olive Garden.
Get out. I don't even go to the one in my area, let alone some place that's 3 hours away. But to be fair on Olive Garden, I will say this. I live in a part of Ohio that has many, many really good Italian restaurants. Like, really, really good restaurants that would give Olive Garden a run for their money and then some. And two of them I actually worked for, and they are very good. I think I don't know if I actually talked to you about the restaurants I worked at pre-pandemic. They really were nice restaurants. One of them was called Aquapazzo, and everything on their menu is chef's kiss, except for their tartare. Yeah, forget that tartare. No, it's not tartare. It's something similar. Carpaccio. That's it. Everything but their carpaccio is good. And the only reason I say don't get the carpaccio is because it's raw beef. It's definitely an acquired taste. It's more or less you have to be okay with the fact that you're eating something raw like sushi, I guess. Other than that, everything else is fantastic there. I recommend their rigatoni fennel. If you're ever in Youngstown, Ohio, man, probably the best restaurant in the valley. Even though that's what they call it. I don't think it's a valley, but that's what it's called here. The valley. Okay, go ahead. Give me some more ideas.
Texas Steakhouse or Texas Roadhouse.
That's a very good one. I've been there for a while. Probably do that place. That reminds me, we do have something similar to that on my list. And they're all over like Cleveland and Columbus. It's a place called City Barbecue. And on Tuesdays, if we actually do attempt to go there on a Tuesday, by default, they actually sell ribs by the bone, with the meat on them. That would be preferable, and it's $2.50 a bone. So that's the day to go, and that's the place. Because I've been to Texas Roadhouse plenty, and that's definitely one of the better places I've been to. Yeah, that's a place that I did. City Barbecue would be the answer. Would be our claim to Texas Roadhouse fame, I guess.
An ally has been slain.
They probably haven't changed the menu all that much since the last time you were there. They rarely ever do, because when you're as successful as them, why would you need to? You know? You probably already know. They open up at like 3 or 4, and by the time it's 5, have fun finding a seat, because you ain't getting none. For at least an hour. And it's not just that location, it's pretty much every location ever, Texas Roadhouse, is like that. Every single one. I'm in awe of that place. How do they do it? Also, they no longer... if there's one thing I have to complain about Texas Roadhouse, I think it's this. And I don't know if it's the case with other restaurants, or maybe it's just like they're playing tricks on me, but you're not going to see any peanuts on the floor anymore.
Oh.
Really disappointed about that. And I'm the kind of guy, instead of cracking open the shell and eating the peanut, you know what I do? I eat it all. Shell and peanut, the peanut inside. I eat all of it. I eat the shell.
An enemy has been slain.
All your friends, you just met a psychopath.
Does that
All your...
I'll have vitamins in it or anything? Have any
Let me actually. Does the Peanut Texas Roadhouse have any? Does the Peanut Shell at Texas have anything bad? Well, I should say cyanide or something. Peanut. Peanut shells at Texas Roadhouse, while a classic, can pose risks primarily related to severe airborne or contact-based allergic reactions, rather than being inherently poisonous to the general public. The discarded shells on the floor also created significant, well-documented tripping hazard. Oh, duh. The high volume of peanut dust in the air can trigger allergic reactions in those with severe nut allergies. Safety hazard. The red shells on the floor have caused numerous lawsuits due to slip and fall injuries. Consumption issue. Eating the shells themselves is generally safe in moderation, but because they are 60% crude fiber, they can cause digestive issues or blockages if consumed in large quantities. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be worrying about that. I don't eat that many. I do eat it, shell and all.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage. An enemy has been slain.
Well,
Yep,
that's
Promising garden.
You're the first one that said that you can eat shell.
that still doesn't. That still doesn't. Might not stop people from thinking I'm a psychopath, though.
Such a busy world.
We got a psycho. He eats the shells. The shell part of the peanut at Texas Roadhouse. Get away from him. He is a horrible influence. And you know what the most scariest part about all that is? You really want to know? I probably wouldn't mind it if people said that about me.
Like I don't want.
Psycho! I eat the shell, man. I eat the shell. That has to be psychopathic tendency right there. It's like I eat cereal. So you eat cereal. So with us, with a fork. I eat, instead of eating something on the side or something, I eat it straight down the middle. When it's still in its wrapper. You didn't anticipate I'd say the wrapper. Not the wrapper!
Well, I hope you don't eat pepper.
But you want to know something though? Chaffas? You probably... I don't actually. I don't.
Okay.
But what I'm about to tell you is probably concerning. But it's probably not that false either. You're probably getting as much nutritional value from that wrapper as you are getting from the actual thing that's in it. Except you're trading whatever healthy benefits you could have had for lead poisoning. Because in the pursuit of profits, companies and corporations and individuals will sacrifice quality for price so that they can cash in on their checks, you know. Cool. So what I just said might not be very reassuring, because in a capitalist society, profits trump everything. And so that might lead to people making stuff that is not good for you. Like, over the years, I've noticed that even Reese's Cups don't taste quite like they used to.
Yeah.
And on a less noticeable route, Dunkin' Donuts cream stick, it hits different nowadays. It's not as sweet as it used to be, or at least I don't think it is.
I haven't really had the.
What's popular in your area, anyways? You got Tim's?
Haven't heard of Tim's.
Tim Hortons?
Such a busy.
Are we talking about
Timmy?
just fast food, or are we talking about like very popular restaurants?
Popular restaurants. But Tim Hortons is a donut place. You never heard of him?
No.
You never heard of Tim Hortons? What's wrong with you, boy? Tim Hortons is a classic Canadian donut shop. They actually are pretty good. My favorite from them is a French curler. That thing is almost like that thing is bakery quality good. Uh-oh. I got fart. There we go. It's a good fart. You didn't hear it. So I had to tell you the news.
And
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, you're full of crap. You don't care.
Just a harmless flower.
there.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Wobble. Wobble? Uh-oh, what happened?
I killed the
Double kill.
AI.
Shut down.
Take careful steps.
An enemy has been slain.
Did I lose him again?
Wait until the seeds take root.
Oh.
Ally has been slain.
So, it has come to this.
Ally has been slain.
That's your. Not as bad at all.
eBay was recommending that I join a chapter, so I was looking, just to see what was there. Yeah, there is nothing. There's nothing near me, really. Anchor Kent and eBay seller meetup would probably be the closest, but that's a drive.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
So far away. Yeah, thanks here. Poo-poo. Poo-poo on the doo-doo. Poo-poo on the doo-doo. No, not okay.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Dwarf 2026 though. That does sound cool to meet up with fellow eBayers. That might be a cool idea for me.
Take careful steps.
I mean, this could be an opportunity for me to actually expand this business I have. So, selling stuff on eBay.
Venture off the beaten path.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, Cassidy. Okay. Okay, this game's over. There's no way. Yes.
Wait until my seeds take root.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
The forest holds many.
Three to 10, okay.
Promising garden.
Shut down.
One for silver, 1100. I'm saying the address out loud. Okay, scratch that.
And give out your address.
No, this is even. It's not mine, but it's an address nonetheless. Oh, no, don't say the address, even if it's a business. Don't do that. You're crossing one of the lines of tabooetry there. Ooh.
see address. Definitely not get doxxed.
So much more to see.
Legendary. Double kill.
It's interesting enough. I didn't think I'd be looking at joining a local chapter, you know.
Legendary.
But it looks like Akron and Canton is the place to go. Even though I would probably have preferred it if they had a place in Youngstown, but whatever. But anyway, my address is 123 Fake Street.
Address.
Very good address. It's a very real address, and everybody's gonna dox it now that they know that it's 123 Fake Street. Are your VODs saved by any chance?
Your team has
Legend?
destroyed an inhibitor.
Or any of your streams? Do you? No.
Well, actually, on YouTube, is a
Oh, what? Your rule. Okay. Rule number 1, have fun here. If you're not having fun here, please don't waste your time. I appreciate it when you stop by, but if you don't enjoy the content, then please be somewhere else. Well, guess what, Jothos? I'm not having fun here, but I feel like wasting your time, because I don't really care what you think. I am never gonna have fun at this stream. In fact, I would like you to leave the voice. No, just kidding.
Alright.
Get off! I never liked you either! Latest followers. Wow, I'm actually on there. I really must not have talked to you all that much. Wait, let me check something. You got 42 followers.
Yeah, I always get the bots that follow and then they unfollow. I have time.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them's named Otaku Phil. He's a real body bot. He's the bodiest of the boot bots with the booty boot boots. Anyway, I'm Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon. That's a good song. Picking my nose. I came up with it myself. You could say I handpicked the song. I'm picking my nose. Don't know where it goes, but I'm picking my nose. Promoted to Platinum 2. When did that happen? Joffos, you there? Guys, I think Joffos don't like me anymore. I said I picked my nose so much that he left. The second rule. I don't even know what white knighting means. Let me go check this out.
Say you feel it, shout it, you don't know. You holler when this one remember you know. Save all the hating in the plot and you know. Quit telling people you a partner, listen, you know. Don't be a groupie, keep it shouting, you know.
Well, dodo.
You know. Me see that with you know. You ain't never seen why, you know. And once again, let me remind you, Pippin, you know. So don't be walking up and asking what's the deal on it. I don't know if you wearing wise, you could be the police. If I was, you could get up. TV and the PSC about to do at a show. Police holding up the dope, they know we told. On a rapper seat. In the fleet, always playing by the dozen different freaks in a week. I just wanna chill with country and his daddy, Freddie cheap. Falling night at any time, and this was really cheap. On a ball in the Bahamas, courtesy of KT. Only got him here, this really
Oh, there. No? Sorry, no, let me. Cell phone, Siffy Bear, I can't hear you. Monkey. It's monkey! I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oops.
Bye.